What's up everybody, MrITryHard here, and today I'm bringing to you a game of Capture the Flag on Trailer Park. But once again, it's not about the gameplay, but it's about the Q&A. You guys sent to me a bunch of questions, so I have all your answers, actually to the best of my ability. Once again, if you guys want to send me some questions, you have to send to me in a private message. Don't put it into the comment section, please, because it might get lost. Because I might miss a comment, so yeah, put it as a message to me if you really want it answered. And I think I answered everyone's question so far, so I'm gonna need some more questions for another session of this. So alright, let's get down to business. The first question is written by Pinky Beastie. He actually has 3 questions, so I'll go through them one by one. He says first, how tall are you? Not much to say there. I'm 5'7", so yeah, I'm not that tall. But yeah, I have nothing else to say about that. Yeah, I'm 5'7". He also writes, do you have a girlfriend? Yes, I do have a girlfriend. I am 26 years old, like I said. So I have a girlfriend. We've been living together for about the past 3 or 4 years now. I'm not too sure. So I hope she doesn't watch this, because she would hate me for not knowing when we started to be together or whatever. But yeah, we have been together for about 3 years. Happily together, not married or anything, but just together. Yeah. Alright, that's enough about that. Next question, he writes, how long have you been playing the Call of Duty series? Well, actually I've been playing Call of Duty since I started with the World at War when that came out, but I didn't like it too much and I wasn't too great at it, and my friend introduced me to Modern Warfare 1, which I did not know existed, the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And I love that, so I played that throughout until Modern Warfare 2 came out, so I jumped on that right after, and I've been playing it ever since, and I'm a diehard fan of this. I don't care how many people bitch at this game, and I do too sometimes, but if you've tried any other shooter games, they don't compare to this, so yeah, that's why I love it so much. I hope that answers your question, Pinky. Moving on, we have Martin with 2 A's and H at the end. Martin94, he writes, how is your personal life going? Well, first of all, thank you for asking, Martin. My personal life is going great. I am, like I said before, happily engaged. Well, not engaged, just happily with a girlfriend. I have my own house. I have a steady job, doing great. There's nothing much to say about this except that my life is just perfect right now. And I'm really happy to be engaged in this YouTube community stuff as well. So, yeah, nothing much to say about that except that everything's going very well. So I hope that answers your question, Martin. Moving on, we have Ruck9, that's RUK9. He writes, who was your favorite YouTube commentary person? Okay, he actually has three questions. So first part is, who was your favorite YouTube commentary person? That's a hard question because I have a bunch of guys that I subscribe to and I watch a whole lot. But I would have to say that I probably have 2 favorites. I'm gonna go with Woody's gamertag, just simply because of the fact that he is he's a little bit older. He's like the uncle of the group. I know people used to call him like the grandfather of the group, but he likes to be called uncle. So yeah, he's like the uncle of like this whole guy, because he's of this whole community thing. And I think he brings like a real maturity to this whole thing. And I don't know, I just like the way he speaks and how organized he is in all of his commentaries. But the second person that I also like a whole lot is Onslaught. He's actually a good friend of Woody's and a really cool guy. I love the way he does his commentaries and how he's really well spoken also. So those are kind of like my quote unquote idols in this whole YouTube thing. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. So his last question, he writes, why did you want to be a YouTube commentator? Well, no, actually he has he has 3 questions, and that's his second one. Why did you want to be a YouTube commentator? That ties into your first question, Ruck. I wanted to be a YouTube commentator because I wanted to get close to these guys, simply because I was tired of, how can I say that, being so, playing with randoms. Yeah, that's the way I want to say it. I played with a lot of my friends who were casual gamers who weren't all that good at the game, and I saw like all these YouTube commentators like beasting it up, getting these crazy scores, and I was like, if I had a good team, I could do that too. So that's why I got on YouTube, and since then I haven't lost. Seriously, I lost like 2 games since my probably 3 weeks of playing with my subs and with a bunch of guys I got off the Huppet channel as well. So that's probably why I wanted to be a YouTube commentator. So Ruck's last question is, what's my favorite TV show? I have a bunch of good shows, but there is one that stands out that I will watch, even though like I've seen it like a bunch of times. It's The Office, and since I live in Canada, I how can I say this? I don't get like the latest editions of The Office. I get like the first like I think the first 5 years. They're like on repeat, and I watch it on G4 channel. G4 Tech, I think it's called, and yeah, I have a lot of fun watching that. I just think it's stupidly funny, and it's like it's one of those shows where you just turn your brain off and just watch it for fun. So yeah, that's what I like to watch a whole lot, and I will never miss it. Even though I've seen like the same show like 5 times, I'll still watch it again. So yeah, hope that answers your question. I love The Office. Moving on. Spawn killed 01. I hope that doesn't happen to you too often. Spawn killed. But yeah, he writes, what capture card and headset do you use, and how much money in total do you need to spend to get all the necessary equipment to do gameplay commentaries like yours? Alright, that's a complicated question. But first off, I use a capture card called the ITVHD. It's not even made for capturing from like an Xbox or whatever. It's made for capturing from your cable service provider. So I kind of had to like buy some extra stuff, and it cost me a whole lot more than what it should have. But the quality is pretty good, and I like it, and it only works with the Mac as well, I think. But yeah, I hope that answers your question. What headset do you use? I use the Turtle Beach X41s because they rock and they're wireless. I really want to get myself some Astros, but I want to sell my my X41s first. So if anybody wants those, you can message me. I use them because they're wireless compared to the Astros, but I heard that the Astros were kind of a little bit better, so I might want to try those out. And how much money does it take to do commentaries like yours? Well, you might want to start off just buying a microphone. That'll cost you about $15. Just any microphone will do. And a capture card, you gotta go HD because nobody watches anything other than HD stuff anymore. So if you want to go HD, it's gonna cost you about $200. So yeah, for about maybe $250 tax in, you can get yourself a good setup and start doing video commentaries like me. And if you do, then send me a video and I'll be sure to check it out. Next question. His name is Yeah I Play That. YAH I Play That. Yeah. All right. He writes, why do you think everyone thinks PS3 players are noobs? And what do you think is the big deal between Xbox 360 and PS3? Well, the first part of your question is, why do you think everyone thinks PS3 players are noobs? I don't think it's that they're all noobs. I think it's that the Xbox 360 people, they will buy that console just to game, just to like to play games and stuff. While as some PS3 people, they will buy it to do other stuff because the PS3 is a whole lot more versatile than the Xbox 360. Then that's probably why they go about and buy it, and like, cause it's like basically a mini computer. Which kind of ties into your second question, why do you think is the big deal between 360 and PS3? It's like one of those questions where like you're never going to get an answer, and like the PS3 people are loyal to their thing, and the Xbox 360 guys are loyal to their product as well. So it's like one of those wars that is never going to get answered, so I probably shouldn't jump into that too much. But yeah, PS3 players are not noobs. It's just that there are a bunch of casual gamers on there who like use the PS3 to like watch Blu-rays or like surf the internet, and like they use the Bluetooth as well and all that stuff. And it just like if they get on Modern Warfare 2, they're gonna get raped. So that's probably why there are some players on PS3 who aren't as great. But if you're like a diehard gamer and you have a PS3, then you aren't a noob at all. It's just that sometimes it's a little bit easier to be better on PS3 just because of all those casual gamers. So I hope that answers your question without offending any PS3 people. I'm like stepping on eggs right now. So alright, moving on. Next question. His name is Afro Thunder. He writes, what other games do you play, and would you do commentary on those too? Because I'm sure I'm not the only one tired of Call of Duty, but shooters in general. Yeah, I do play other games. I play a whole lot of sports games. I play the NHL series. I also play Madden series. Yeah, I play hockey series because I am Canadian. I play the Madden series as well because I like football. But doing commentaries over those are kind of difficult because, well, I suck at the games. Yeah, I'm not that good at all those games, so I'm basically just good at shooter games. and I just stick to the Modern Warfare. I will make an exception if you guys want to see some Halo Reach footage. I will go out and buy that and try to bring you some good footage of that, but only if there's like a pretty good demand, because any other shooter game just sucks, honestly. Like, I've tried a bunch of shooter games, and they just don't compare to like the feel of the 60 frames per second of like Call of Duty and the 30 frames per second of Halo. But Halo's okay. Like, I can handle that game. And what other games do I play? Yeah, I play some like Xbox Live games, like Geometry Wars and all that stuff. But doing commentaries over those is kind of like impossible, so I don't do that. Last question, I gotta do it really fast because the game is wrapping up. What's up with your accent? Well, I am Canadian, and so I'm French. I come from Montreal. I hope that explains your accent. My nationality is Canadian. So that's all for the questions today, folks. If you guys want some more answers, then send me some questions. I gotta go. See ya!